Okay, so 18, let's go. We've got this chart here. Remember, as soon as you see this, I want you to add these guys up going across and down. It's going to take a few minutes, but it's okay. It's okay. So 430 plus 790. Okay, this is 1,220. 620 plus 240, 860. Okay, 150 plus 410, 560. 120. 870, 990. Okay, let's go up. Let's go ahead and go this guy plus this guy plus this guy plus this guy is 3,630. Now we have this, and that way we know exactly what the total is if they ask a question similar to that. So now let's go ahead and add these guys up. Going down. Okay, 1320, and let's go 3,630 minus 1320. But let's not do that actually. Let's add these guys up, and then that way we know that these guys going across have to equal that. Plus 410, plus 870, and we got 2,310. Let's make sure that they do actually add up to 3,630, and they do. So this feels correct, all right? So now we're ready to handle any probability thrown at us, okay? So what is the probability that a book selected at random is a paperback given that it is illustrated? Okay, so we want paperback, okay, given that it is illustrated. All right, that's what we're finding out. So let's go ahead and get the whole pool of illustration, okay? And you can see here that all the illustrated books are 1320. So this means that it's going to be out of 1320 because it's given this situation. Now we just want the paperbacks. But you'll notice though, it's not just 150, it's also 120 as well. You want the fiction and the nonfiction. So we do have to add these two guys together, and that's going to be 270. So 270 out of this number here, we'll go ahead and get that percentage. Okay, and it's about 20%. So we'll just put 0.20, or just go ahead and put around 20%. Okay? What is the probability that a book selected at random is nonfiction, given that it is a non-illustrated hardback? Okay, so non-illustrated, but it's got to be a hardback, not all of the non-illustrated. So we've got 790 and 240 together. Okay, 790 plus 240 is what's going to be in our denominator, because whatever's given is the pool of which we're actually interested in. Okay, so that's going to be 1,030. Okay, so now let's go ahead and find where they overlap. So what is the probability that a book selected is nonfiction and a non-illustrated hardback? So we want all of them. So it is a nonfiction illustrated hardback. Nonfiction illustrated hardback is 6. This is where they all overlap. So right there. Okay, so whatever that fraction is, okay, we're going to go ahead and divide by that. And it looks like we're right around 60%. Okay, what is the probability that a book selected at random is a paperback? Okay, now they're talking about the whole pool. Okay. So what is all of the paperbacks? Well, we could add these guys up. The fiction and nonfiction together is 560. Okay, 560 plus the 990. Okay, those are all of the paperbacks, right? Because what is the probability that a book selected at random is a paper? I don't know why I put that as a fraction. Okay, this is the total number of paperbacks that we actually have. Okay. And it's 1,550. Now that is how many total paperbacks there are out of the entire pool. So we're going to go ahead and divide by the entire situation. Okay? They didn't say given a certain situation, so therefore it's not going to be out of a smaller sample size. Okay? All right, so we're looking at about 43%. Okay? All right, what is the probability of fiction given that it's an illustrated hardback? Okay, now, fiction illustrated hardback, where is that? Fiction illustrated, that's this guy. That's where they all overlap, okay? So that is going to be 430 out of what? Okay, so now I did the numerator first. Normally I like to do the denominator first. Well, it looks like it's the given part is an illustrated hardback. So an illustrated hardback are these two put together. So it's 430 out of the total, and I can add that up here. That is 1,050. Okay, so 430 divided by 1,050 is going to be around 41%. Okay, and then finally, what is non-illustrated nonfiction given that it's paperback? Okay, well, let's do the given part this time. The given is that it's paperback. Now, the paperback is actually these two numbers right here put together. The entire fiction and nonfiction totals are right here. So it's going to be 560. I think we already calculated that before. What was that? 560 and 5. Yeah, that's going to be 1,550, but that's now in the numerator. And we want the illustrated nonfiction. Wait a minute. Paperback. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Illustrated nonfiction. So the illustrated nonfiction is this illustrated nonfiction paperback. Okay, so illustrated. Oh, wait. Illustrated nonfiction. I circled the fiction. That guy right there. Illustrated nonfiction paperback. This is where they all overlap, given that it is paperback, and these are all the paperbacks. Okay? All right, so it's not hard stuff. It's just, it really kind of just requires a little bit of practice. Okay, so this is a smaller percentage. This is about 8%. Okay, so 8% or 0.08. Going two decimal places just fine. Okay? All right, so that's 18 through 22.